Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. He was the most feared dark wizard the world had ever known, a being so terrifying that his very name became forbidden. They called him He Who Must Not Be Named. But before he became Voldemort, he was just a boy named Tom Riddle. Tom Marvolo Riddle was born on December 31st, 1926, during a fierce snowstorm in a grim Muggle orphanage in London. His mother, Meropa Gaunt, a descendant of Salazar Slytherin, died only minutes after giving birth. His father, the wealthy Muggle Tom Riddle Sr., had abandoned her the moment he learned she was a witch. From a very young age, Tom was different and dangerous. He could speak Parseltongue, move objects with his mind, and he took pleasure in tormenting the other orphans. When Albus Dumbledore visited the orphanage to recruit him for Hogwarts, he already sensed the darkness within the boy. In 1938, Tom began his education at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The Sorting Hat placed him in Slytherin House almost instantly. He was exceptionally brilliant, charismatic, and a top student. Teachers praised him, but behind the polished exterior, Tom was obsessed with his ancestry and power. He traced his lineage and discovered he was the last living descendant of Salazar Slytherin. While still at Hogwarts, in his 5th and 6th year, Tom Riddle began exploring the darkest forms of magic. He learned about Horcruxes, forbidden objects in which a wizard could hide pieces of their soul to achieve immortality. In 1943, he opened the Chamber of Secrets, unleashed a basilisk, and murdered Myrtle Warren. He used her death to create his very first Horcrux, his old school diary. That same summer, he murdered his Muggle father and grandparents and turned Marvolo Gaunt's ring into his second Horcrux. By the time he left Hogwarts, Tom Riddle had already begun splitting his soul. He would eventually create 7 Horcruxes in total: the diary, the ring, Slytherin's locket, Hufflepuff's cup, Ravenclaw's diadem, Nagini the snake, and, unintentionally, Harry Potter himself. His skin became deathly pale. His eyes turned into slits, and he fully shed his old identity to become Lord Voldemort. In the late 1960s and 1970s, Voldemort began gathering followers. He attracted pure-blood supremacists who shared his hatred for Muggles and Muggleborns. He formed the Death Eaters, an elite group of dark wizards and witches who bore his dark mark. Among his most loyal followers were Bellatrix Lestrange, Lucius Malfoy, Severus Snape, and many others. Voldemort quickly rose to power and plunged the wizarding world into the First Wizarding War. He and his followers committed countless atrocities, murdering entire families, torturing Muggles for sport, and infiltrating the Ministry of Magic. The wizarding community lived in constant fear, but a prophecy made by Sybil Trelawney changed everything. It foretold a boy born at the end of July with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord. Hearing this, Voldemort chose to target the Potter family. On Halloween night, October 31st, 1981, he arrived at Godric's Hollow. He murdered James Potter, then tried to kill baby Harry. But Lily Potter's sacrificial love created a protection so ancient and powerful that the killing curse rebounded. Voldemort's body was destroyed, leaving only a weak, fragmented soul that fled into hiding for 13 years in the forests of Albania. In 1995, Voldemort returned to full physical form during the Triwizard Tournament by using Harry's blood in a dark ritual. The Second Wizarding War erupted with full force. The Ministry of Magic fell under his control, Dumbledore was killed, and darkness spread across the land. The war reached its brutal climax at the Battle of Hogwarts on May 2nd, 1998. In the final duel inside the Great Hall, Voldemort faced Harry Potter once more. Harry revealed the truth. All of Voldemort's Horcruxes had been destroyed, and his own arrogance and fractured soul had sealed his fate. The killing curse rebounded for the final time, and Lord Voldemort fell dead, not as an immortal Dark Lord, but as a mere mortal man. Lord Voldemort died never understanding that love is the strongest magic of all. His story remains the greatest warning in wizarding history. The ruthless pursuit of unlimited power, without humanity, compassion, or love, will always lead to self-destruction.